Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be working on the razor. I have it sitting right outside. I don't know why I always like to do that. But today we're going to be trying to do some wiring. We're going to hopefully get the whips all wired up and set. I don't think we'll get final wiring location because I don't like how it's being ran, so I got to figure that one out. But we're going to work on that. We've got the door cards to put in. Among some other things, and I kind of need to work on the trailer as well. We got a lot going on. It's going to become camping season as the weather gets nicer. So to do that, water tank has to be put back in the trailer. It fell out. If you go to the other channel that me and Allison do called Getaway Adventures, I have a little tidbit about that. I'll put in a clip here. Well, that happened. Freaking my tank, the brackets broke or something. I don't even feel brackets. So anyways, it came undone. So it's laying on the ground. So now I gotta freaking find a way. I'm laying underneath here. There we go. I'm gonna ratchet strap it back up. And I'm gonna ratchet strap it in a couple of spots, I think. And then I'm going to fill it back up with water because we need water. But that's another project to fix on my other channel when we get back. And yeah, so the tank fell out when I filled it full of water and drove to the Sierras. So I have to get that back up in there, and then I'm gonna make like maybe some brackets to hold it in so it doesn't come back out because that would suck. So I'm gonna start working on all that stuff. I don't know what I'll get fixed today and what'll have to be another day when I'm off, which are few and far in between, but we're gonna get started on it, and without further ado, let's get going. Well, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I stripped that bolt. That's sick. I probably over-tightened it when I put these on, and it stripped. So, we are going to go to Harbor Freight and get an extractor set, because I don't have one, and get that bad boy out. And then I'm going to order the proper bolt, but for now I might just get a temporary bolt so that I can get all this done up and continue on my way, and then I'll just replace it later. So that's kind of a bummer, but can you see me? Oh, too bright. Kind of a bummer, but it's a good excuse to go to Harbor Freight. So we'll run there and pick this back up where we left off. just like that, I picked up some new bolts. I just got the Lowe's special. I know they're shiny. I'll probably order the legitimate ones, but for now, they kind of got the same vibe going on and they work. And then I also bought a tool to strip that bad boy out. Good old Craftsman, Lowe's again. So I'm gonna get my tool, or get my screw gun and get it set up to strip that thing out. So, cause what a bummer, frickin'. But I got some new ones, and I'll order some black ones here eventually, and we'll get this bad boy bolted up. So the door bags are in. I think that looks pretty awesome. They're floppy because I put these aftermarket door inserts in, right, to cover it. Well, covers the holes. So I might even just do maybe like a 3M Velcro or something, just because they're not going to hold a bunch of weight. They just need to kind of stay. So it's also done over there. And then now we're working on figuring out the wiring for the whips. So I'm thinking I'm going to run it down below here, and then I'm going to come straight up. Sorry if I'm shaking you. I'm going to try to come straight up and under, because I'm going to go into switch panel. I have the switch. Figure out the wiring for this. And I apologize if it's a little shaky. I'm doing all this by myself, so there we go. So it's a little bit tough to record, to vlog and work, and I'm trying to give you some continuity, but we're gonna keep moving on to the next one. I actually need to go to the hardware store because I need a little connector. If you can see that bad boy, they got a bunch of them. I need one like this, right? But I need it to be bigger. This one won't fit on there, so we're gonna run to AutoZone. It's right down the street. Do it really quickly, and we'll rip right back and keep working. Be back in a minute, car. I actually did pretty good. So this is what I needed. I needed an inline fuse. Right, I need an inline fuse, and it's the new fuse styles, not those old tube ones. And then I needed these to go onto the actual LED switch. Got some air fresheners, like that one. They work really good. And I bought this for Allison. She's a big Iron Man fan. I think she's gonna like it. Kind of exciting, but let's head back to the shop. I'm just going through the instructions and wiring it how it wants. So I'm just, these connectors are sweet. They've got little heat shrinks on them and everything. So it's gonna come out super clean, but I'll show you finished product. But that's looking rad. Now wired into the control module right there. So this is the live wire. This is the ground. This black one's the ground. It's supposed to go straight to the battery, so we're just gonna wire it straight to the battery. And then the rest of these are for like if you have turn signals and brake lights, so I'm not gonna wire any of that. And then this should have power, so we're gonna hook them up and see what happens. On these cars, they actually have like a battery bus or whatever you want to call it right here. So this is battery, this is accessory. I want the whips to always be on, so I didn't put it on accessory, which is I think key switched. I put it on the battery terminal so that it'll always be hot with the switch, so that when you go somewhere at night you can shut the car off but keep the whips on. They got such a low draw, it'll be fine. So, but I'm just wiring that all in right now. The LED manufacturer says to have a inline fuse, so I'm just I wired in. This is kind of ugly. This is the ugliest part, but you'll never see it. It'll be hidden up on there. But wired in an inline fuse. Did this. These are kind of cool. So they're heat shrink, and then it's solder in the middle that kind of fuses everything together. And then this will run to the switch. Then from the switch, it'll run. Then from the switch, it'll run to the like control. From the control, it'll run to the lights themselves. Whips all set up. I can pick whatever color I want it to be. Sorry about the wind. So I still have to zip tie some cables, but it's done. And then this is super rad too. When I go like this, okay, key is off, right? But the whips are on for one. And then also when I turn the key on, see it light up. So this is wired to the accessory. So when you turn the key on, so like at night, you could see where the whips one is, which is cool. And then when I shut it off, this is no longer on, so this isn't going to drain the battery when the car's off, because originally it was just wired hot. So this is wired to accessory for the light, then the actual whip is hot. So the whip is on, and everything, and the key's off. Isn't that rad? Let me get the angle. Oh yeah. I'm trying to hide from the wind again. I don't know if I'm succeeding, but with that is going to be a wrap on this video. Obviously, it was a successful one. So little things I don't like that their cables are routed right here, but I'll get over it. So, but we're gonna move on. I got some more parts coming in this week for the car, front light bar and the harnesses. So we're gonna pick it back up on the next episode when that stuff comes in. Until then, if you like it, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content on this, among other things like that car in there. And have a great night.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze.